Brandon was crewing
Mhm.
on a night shoot for the last couple of days. So why don't you share your behind the scenes and behind the camera experience?
So I was a camera PA for a production, a short film called Howlin' Circus, directed by Actors Audition Club's own Adam Daniel Mazet. And that was such a fantastic experience. The crew was so welcoming and so willing to help each other and just like so gung ho to be there, and it was just such a fantastic experience for everyone, and like it was such a great learning experience for me because I had never worked a crew before, and that's why I asked Adam if I could hop on this production. I really wanted to learn more about the camera angles and understand everything that goes on behind the scenes and have more of an appreciation for what goes into it because I didn't have that appreciation before, and I very much do now. Like the focus pulling on camera and how effective it needs to be, and the person that was operating it, his name was Jason Lynn, such a fantastic assistant camera. Like he was able to get both cameras ready within 5 minutes almost every single time, and like watching him like deconstruct a camera and then reconstruct it within such a short amount of time was just fascinating to watch, and like seeing how they set up their shots and how everything goes, like how the pudding gets made. Like you want to see, or I guess the sausage. You want to see how the sausage gets made, right? And it was so fascinating to watch. But when I was on a feature film this summer as a supporting lead, I watched Michael Jai White, who was the creator of Black Dynamite. He was Spawn in Spawn. He has done hundreds and hundreds of films, and the thing that I saw that it impressed me the most and made me want to emulate it, and made me want to emulate him, was the fact that he knew all the shots that were going on. He knew how they were going to be shot, and he knew what needed to be done as the actor to get those shots done in the most effective time possible. And that's what really, really impressed me about him. And I really want to emulate that as a performer. And that's why I signed on to do this film. And I couldn't be happier that I've done it. And I want to do it more.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, so many actors out there, they're working to get on camera and they're working to book acting roles. And then to support themselves, they're doing all these Joe jobs, often soul sucking things that they don't want to do.
Mhm.
But anytime you have an opportunity to get on set, even if it's just as a PA or craft services or locations, like literally anything, I think
Mhm.
for most actors, any manner of being on set and being part of that production is going to serve you more than being in a call center or working at a bank or being a server. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but I think a lot of people don't explore those opportunities. So they spend all their time being an actor, working to get on set, and then all the time when they're not doing that, they're in something completely unrelated. So all that time spent doing that unrelated career isn't serving them and isn't moving them forward.
Mhm.
Whereas you go work on that, you're learning things about production that are going to inform you as an actor next time you're acting in a production. Obviously, you're learning the production things so that when you're on the production crew side again, you're going to be better at that. And the biggest thing probably is you're making
Hmm.
connections while you're networking, or you're building connections in your network of other actors and other filmmakers, and you're getting to have positive experiences with them, so that
Mhm.
next time someone on that crew is casting something, or one of those actors is in another production, they've met Brandon. Yeah, they didn't meet you as an actor, but I'm sure they know you're an actor by the end of the shoot. So
Mhm.
and they get to know you as a person, get to know your good vibes, get to see that you're a fun person to work with. So that's all something that could help you later on when the opportunity comes up to work on something else. So
Mhm.
that's huge.
And
Any
what was
fun?
great. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And what was great is that because it was such a small crew, like by the end of day two, I like on the first day, I didn't touch a camera. I was just making sure that the slate was done and like and that sort of capacity. But by the end of day two, I was helping change out lenses. I was making sure that things were set up properly. I was helping them move camera from one spot to the other, and like that was such a great experience going from the day one where I had no idea what was going on to day two where I was starting to really get a hold of it. And like,
Right.
am I there fully? No. But like it was such a interesting experience and such a valuable experience. And I do recommend that every actor do this because
Yeah.
it's so important to see the other side of it.
Yeah, and shout out to Adam Daniel Mazet for taking the steps to. I think he wrote it as well too. Did he? Or
Yes.
co-wrote it?
Yeah.
Co-wrote it, and he was directing and producing. He actually used the studio here. He rented out the studio for some of his rehearsals with his actors as well, which is also great. Most times on TV and films, often there isn't any kind of rehearsal period. So those actors were really lucky to have several hours here at the studio to rehearse and work over the scenes. Yeah, I love what you mentioned about Michael Jai White. I think as an actor, we talk about this a lot. You want to be solutions to people's problems, or in Tom Todoroff's class, he'll often mention you want to be a partner and not a project. So you want to be that helper person. So as an actor, if you go beyond just being the actor and being clueless about any of the crew stuff, where all of a sudden you know some of the equipment, you know some of the lingo, it just informs you, and you can go from actor, just strictly actor. I think there's different levels. There's actors who are just actors, that's it. Then there's actors who are actors slash writers. They have an actor slash writer brain, so they understand plot, they understand story, they understand arcs. They're able, when they need to, they're able to think like a writer. So if they have to improvise something, they're able to quickly come up with a line that's going to make sense. And then there's actor slash producers as well, where, or even actor slash directors, where when you're on set, yeah, you're an actor and you're in the moment as an actor, but you're also thinking as a producer, you're thinking as a director, you're able to solve some of those problems. And really, what that means is you're being a true top level collaborator. I noticed that the day that I did on C a few years ago with Jason Momoa's big show C, I think he is an executive producer on it, but it was, even if you didn't know that, it was very clear because he would come to set, he would do his scenes, we do the scene between action and cut, and then he would go away to Video Village. He'd talk to the DOP, talk to the director. They'd figure things out. You could kind of see them figuring out camera angles, figuring out where he's going to come from. But it was just a whole next level of being a filmmaker. You could really tell like this was his show. Yeah, he's the star of it, but he's also producing it and creating it, and he's in the loop with all the departments. Which is huge because that makes him way more valuable than just a hired gun actor who doesn't know anything about that. So, congrats! Was that your first time crewing?
Yes, yeah, it was
Nice. And you want to do it again?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to do it again.